And 3, 2, 1. We're live. We're live. For the first time, we took 2 weeks off.
We did.
Why didn't we do Tech Talk 2 weeks? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks. A couple weeks ago, Coconut Monkey had his art show.
That's right.
And I went to support him with that. He had it at a pub. So it's like, I'll go support the guy. It's at a pub.
You had an art show at a pub?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to start somewhere, right?
College town, dude. Of course it's at a pub.
A bunch of drunk people are like, man, I like your art, man. It's got colors.
We were playing that. We were playing that game where you throw the hacky sack, you try and throw it in the hole in the wood, like across the room. Cornhole. Yeah, we were playing that. I was trying to teach Nick, like, dude, you've got to throw it up and arc it, dude. He was like throwing it flat. Anyway, I guess there's like intros and shit we got to do.
Yeah. Why don't you roll that intro?
I already am.
See,
I'm on it.
So this is like right now.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. It's the worst intro ever. Yeah. I would say we're out of practice, but it's not like we ever like put any effort into this podcast anyway.
Dude, the second that we're in practice on the show, I want to quit.
That's when we start a new show where we just don't give a damn.
Start a new show, yeah. It's like when Casey Neistat quit vlogging. He's like, you know what? I'm bored with it. Even though I'm like the best vlogger in the world and I have like the most views out of like any other vlog. You know what? I'm bored. I'm just gonna stop doing it.
He's not bored. He's sold out. He's sold out, dude. He sold himself to CNN.
No, he sold Beam to CNN. That doesn't affect his vlog at all.
Yes, it does.
Dude,
yes,
I wish I had $25 million. Can somebody, hey, if you have $25 million extra laying around, could you please just like kick it my way?
Let me tell you what sucks about that is, oh, and guys, by the way, if our bitrate and stuff looks like crap, I apologize. YouTube, once again, is like, we don't need all the frames coming to us, just some of them.
Yeah, I actually took the effort to hook up the AX53 camera, the nice microphone, everything, so that I still probably look like I'm recording this on an iPhone.
Well, you texted me like, I'm hooking up 4K, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, why?
I know. Dude, self-defeating at this point.
I was like, why are you doing that? Oh, shit. I think it's about to go down really low. Oh, it's going up. Okay. I just upped it to 1500 bitrate to see if it would actually climb and stop dropping frames. I thought it hit 150 for a second.
Wait, you can change the bitrate without restarting the stream?
Yes, that's one of the nice things about OBS is that you can make these changes in real time.
Hell yeah. I didn't realize that. I'm going to have to play
Let's go to 10,000.
Yeah, I watched your Instagram post today where you're driving around your trumpet car. It was nice. Dude, you should do that. Sample a whole bunch of tones of you revving the exhaust and play Christmas music. That'd be awesome.
Squeak.
With the brakes would be awesome. Dude, that would be a viral video. What engine does your car have in it again? It's the
VQ37 VHR.
Yeah, dude, you need to do the VQ37 VHR Christmas tunes.
It's the special ed redheaded step cousin to the VR38 DETT that's in the GTR.
Oh, really? They're pretty close?
No, not at all. That's why I said it's the special needs redheaded stepchild.
No, I didn't hear the special needs part.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway,
when are you getting a GTR, man? I noticed all these other car reviewers are getting GTRs. Like, why don't you have one?
I wanted one until everyone started getting one, and I'm like, screw the GTR, man.
Sorry, I think after you're done with your Terry Crews project, you'll be able to get one. Like, you can just walk into a dealership and be like, I know Terry Crews. And they'll be like, here's.
They'll be like, you want a free GTR?
Yeah, you want a free GTR?
They give me a die-cast model.
Because everybody knows that's yeah, here you go. This is the new model. Just came out this year, man. Limited edition. There's only 40,000 of them in circulation.
Okay, guys, if you bring your attention down to the description, we have, once again, had to update the policy regarding donation comments. And as much as this looks like money-grubbing shit, we don't want to turn off the donations because it helps. We like your money. It helps us make videos. But at the same time, we don't want to spend an hour and a half just reading donation comments. So yeah. we had to raise that limit, and we apologize that it sounds like money grubbing. But that's just the way it is. So the world turns, and we're going to move on.
Yep.
It's Christmas time-ish. Damn it, I meant to change the background with the Christmas tree one I made with the snow and the hats. I'll do that next week. Remind me.
Slipping.
Remind me. Yeah, of course I'm slipping, dude. One-man show now. I'm reaching 1 million subs. I'm starting to be like, damn, I can't do this on my own anymore. I've got to hire 15 people.
You know what I like about Jay? Oh, what happened?
What happened? Okay, so guys, Jerry is on a Sony Handycam thing.
Yeah, why did it like turn off and then turn back on? That was weird.
That he's capturing. So if anything goes weird with the camera, like anything pops up on the screen, you'll see it. So
blame me.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love how Jay used to be all about it's not about the subs, and now he's just like kicking my ass and mopping the floor with me. And it's like, how about them subs? How about that million?
Oh, I timed that giveaway. I timed that giveaway just right. I was like, if I do this, if I pass Jerry, I can get a little bit of a running start, and then I'll just be like, boom,
Decimate,
and then just be like, we're gonna put enough of a gap in between us that you're gonna spend the next 3 years catching up.
No, I did the math. I sat down and did the math in my head at my current growth and trajectory, and I was like, man, I would have to pull a magic rabbit out of my ass to be able to catch you at this point. Like, you are just running. I need a viral video is what I need, like a video that gets 15 million views.
If you've seen what it looks like when I run, you'll know I'm going to fall flat on my face at some point.
I just gotta wait for it. I just gotta wait.
I just want to show Terry Crews done just sending me a text message.
Oh my God.
I'm not showing his number because it just says Terry Crews, but yeah. I was like, "What's up, bro?" I'm here.
Oh. He's not watching, is he?
No, I was getting a timeline from him because he's so busy. I was finding out what his schedule is in January regarding hiatus and shooting schedule, because I don't want to be like, "Hey, your build's done, but let's shoot it in 3 months." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not done, by the way. We haven't even technically started yet, guys. The parts are just now coming in.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to log into my account so that I can see your little donation messages, because for some reason it disappeared out of my cache.
When Jerry's so secure, even he can't get in.
No, you have to be. Like, Jay, you have to be.
Dude, all of my passwords. Okay, if the password field will allow it, my password character length is 256 characters if it allows it. And if it doesn't, every password field I have for everything I log into is whatever the max characters is. So if it allows 50 or 100, that's how long my characters are. And then we use automation to do our passwords. So we have to.
You just have to. Like, I have to actually take a picture of my birth certificate, holding it with a calendar behind me every time I want to log into my account.
I literally have one password that doesn't have a single number or letter in it. It's all alt characters.
You do not, do you really?
I swear to God, I do.
Oh my God! So you pretty much have to cut and paste it to like log into stuff, or you sit there going like Alt 235, Alt 2267.
You think I could memorize an alt password?
No, I don't think you could.
Anyway, so yeah, CES is 1 month and 3 days away. That's gonna be fun. We got a little 3-man crew going. It's me and Coconut Monkey. He's going for the first time. He's gonna get his CES cherry popped.
He's been to Vegas before though, right?
Vegas or Vegas?
Vegas.
I don't know if he's ever been to Vegas, but he's been to Vegas. I know that.
Vegas.
That Vegas does that Yamaha and that Yahoo.
Dude, just make sure he's drunk the second he gets off the plane though, because that's like everything in Vegas. You have to be
plane.
Drunk.
What do you mean plane? Do we drive? It's 3 hours.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, you actually do.
It's about the same amount of. It takes about as long as it takes you to get to Portland.
That's actually pretty damn cool that you're that close to Vegas. Like,
yeah, Vegas is pretty cool to go to.
Vegas. I like Vegas. That's how I say Vegas.
Don't make fun of my speech impediment. Do you say Las Vegas or do you say Las Vegas?
I said Las Vegas.
Why do you pronounce the A 2 different ways?
I don't know.
There's not even an A in Vegas except for the N. It's not Vegas. It's Vega. Do you say Vega?
Vega? What?
You sound like someone who just had a root canal trying to say vagina. No, I don't know.
Leave me alone.
You say A's like you're from Wisconsin. I don't understand it. You're not from Wisconsin.
It's your California accent.
I don't have a California accent. You have a terrible accent that doesn't exist anywhere else but your house.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
I have to let him pick on me now since I'm the smaller channel. Actually, you know what's worse is both my channels are smaller than yours. I
actually haven't talked to Jerry in a couple weeks, believe it or not. So I'm having to get all my roast in at once.
He does because he's been busy.
I'm busy. I've been busy doing shit. We're going to the track Saturday. We're going to Vroom Vrooms.
That's pretty cool. Do you still have all your protective coatings on your paint, or are you gonna just re-add it when you go back?
No, I took that off. The bumper I don't protect. The bumper's chipped as hell. I got my new bumper. I got a new bumper. Nissan OEM Nismo bumper to replace mine, and I'm getting it painted. And your camera just went black again.
I'm trying to figure out why it turns off and then just turns right back on again. This is weird.
It didn't turn right back on that time. There it goes.
Yeah, no, it's what is going on with this thing? Do I have to like go into the menu and say don't ever turn off?
See how you can see his menu? So if you've got any porn on there, I don't suggest bringing up the thumbnail menu.
It's okay. It's got on it, and all the dick pics get blurred out.
Okay. It's on my channel. I just want to remind you
always
that.
work on my dick pics though because it's like so irregular, but you know, you get the picture.
I just wanted to point that out there. That's all.
There's got to be a setting in here for just like don't turn the camera off.
Relax Matt
here
says, hello guys, do you know if EVGA will work on the future Zen Mobo? EVGA does not make AMD products, so the answer to that is a big fat no. They won't be.
Do you think Zen's going to be the most amazing thing ever and like just be world changing?
Here's my fear. Here's my fear with Zen. Those that think I'm an Intel fanboy are like, my fear is that it will be better. No, my fear is that it will be better for only one generation, and then it will just fall behind again.
Well, you know what I've heard from people is the Intel is so far ahead, like in their technology that they've already developed that's literally just sitting on ice. That anything that AMD comes out with, they're just gonna like just thumb forward 2 or 3 generations and just catch right back.
Like a Rolodex of CPU tech.
You'd be like, oh wait, the Zen's a little faster next gen, so here we'll just skip over that one. Okay, how about Gen 3 out of 47? That'll kick its ass.
I don't know, man. Intel went through quite a bit of layoffs over the last year as well in their desktop CPU market and their desktop CPU manufacturing division.
Why do you think that is though? Because I haven't seen Intel not being profitable. I mean, the company seems like it's always been in the black. So
because I feel like Intel has spent all of its efforts on small form factor stuff, tablets, PC, laptops, things like that. Like the whole Atom PC. So,
hey, money grubbing. In the interest of money grubbing, Jared White just donated $50 and he didn't even ask a question.
Whoa.
So Jared, you were awesome. Like high roller awesome. Thank you.
He goes to Vegas.
Shut up, dude. I still kind of want to go to CES, but I don't know. Like, do you still got room on your floor in your room if I can find a way to get there?
No.
I can bring a sleeping bag and just kind of like crash in the corner. Like,
no, but there's plenty of alley space you can crash in.
I don't want to just do an alley.
No, you want the Vegas experience, trust me.
Dude, if I go to Las Vegas, I'm gonna get bad things done to my cornhole, if you know what I mean.
Look, with how tight my schedule is, you do not want to be following me around.
No, I don't want to follow you around. I just want to go to CES. Like, I just don't have a place to stay.
Dude, I had to work out sponsorship arrangements to get my hotels. You just want to crash and then be like, peace.
Well,
I don't think so.
Pity on.
No.
Hey, hold on, wait. What if I promise in my video that I shoot that say, this video is sponsored by JayzTwoCents, the bigger YouTube channel that is better in every single way possible than my YouTube channel. And that's every video I shoot on there.
No, because I already have all your subs. You can't give me any.
That's true. You probably do.
That's not true at all. But anyway,
I actually figured that out one day that we actually have a lot more overlap than we thought we did.
Well, we do a regular weekly show. I mean, that's kind of.
No, but I remember back when we used to talk about it. We used to think that probably like maybe 10 or 20% of our audience overlap, but I think it's closer to 60%.
I think it's more like 40-50.
40-50?
You know, every now and then when I see you interacting with like me on Twitter and then people interacting with you in the conversations, every now and then I'll click on them to see if they follow me and they don't. So I think it's lower than you think.
I think I have a way to solve this. So guys, if you're watching the stream right now, just go to Twitter and tag both of us if you follow.
But you're asking the people watching us now. I mean, that's kind of the wrong.
I'm just trying to get them to tweet and bring our SEO up. Okay, so can you just not blow the roof off this?
I don't need your help with SEO. I have Chinese working on that.
Oh man, I'm using the Koreans.
Well, there's your problem. No, I've never used one of those SEO optimization services. Like they email me all the time, like, "Hello, good sir, we can help you grow your channel." I was like, "No, you can't."
Well, the most I ever did was early on. This is back like even before 100K followers. I did one of the campaigns, the AdSense campaigns, where you're like, here, I'll just throw $50 in and just go advertise it. And it was the dumbest thing I ever did because I just got a ton of followers and then they all just like left instantly. Like literally,
you rented your followers.
Yeah. The bot network was like, okay, he's not paying us anymore, so we're just gonna go ahead and retract all those. Oh no. Yeah. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. Get organic followers. That's the best way to keep an audience. It really is.
So, okay, just to kind of finish off what I was saying about Zen, though. My fear with them, honestly, AMD has been really good over the last, I'd say 2 decades at passing Intel and then falling way behind again and then playing catch up forever. And this is the first time in like the last 10 years, actually more than 10 years, that we're going to see Intel if Zen is not the typical AMD hype train that's just like choo choo wooga wooga, and it's not even on a track, it's just like derailing before it even launches. As long as it's not one of their typical launches like that, and we see them literally pressure Intel, I don't think they're gonna be able to maintain that lead because the architect that came in and put together this architect that is claiming Zen is better is gone again. He left the company again. So it's like.
And that to me is a red flag. Doesn't that kind of
I believe he was contracted. I believe he was contracted, but from my understanding, there was an offer for him to stick around, and it was like, nah, I'm cool, because like he went to Apple and then he came back.
Oh, he was at Apple. Okay,
Yeah.
Pretty funny if he's working for Intel now. He's like, oh, contract's up, guys. I'll be right back. Grabs all the blueprints, runs out the back door.
Yeah. So.
You know, AMD had to throw all their, because they only have 3 coins, so they had to throw all 3. What the hell is going on here?
Your camera realizes it's pointing at your face. So it has to rest its eye every now and then.
I need to stick a memory card in or something, because it blinks a memory card on the front and then it shuts off and turns back on. And it's like, it's weird. That's weird. The AX33 never did this. All right,
we haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna look up the AMD stock because it's been climbing.
Yeah, I'm going to push record. Do you see anything? Oh, wait. Can I output during 4K movie shooting? Oh, I can't record and... Wait, what? Why is this record now?
While you're doing that, now AMD's up, dude. They're up. Well, they're down right now from where they were. Their peak was at $8.94 per share. Remember when we were joking around when they were at like 97 cents? We were like, you can't even get an ice cream for 97 cents.
I'm mad I didn't invest back then. That's
actually... You know what, though? If you had poor people money to invest, like regular people like us, just to throw a couple grand at that would have paid off all right. But I mean, you would have literally just cleaned up if you had, say, like 100 grand to invest in that.
Yeah.
But I think that's the kind of investment that if you'd gone to your broker and been like, hey, what do we think about throwing 100 grand at this? They would have been like, no.
Yeah, no. We're gonna have to advise against that, Mr. Berg.
There is a hole in the side of this ship the size of Texas, and you want to throw money at it. Well, they said the same thing. They said the same thing about Apple in '96, though. Look where they are today.
No, that's a good point. That's actually a really good point, because everybody was like, "Oh yeah, them cell phones aren't going to go anywhere. That Motorola thing is too big. Battery will last 20 minutes. That thing ain't ever going to go anywhere."
TV's just a fad.
Yeah, I think they said. I think still to this day, Motorola is still considered the best possible investment you could have ever got into in the early '80s.
I believe the internet was considered a fad too.
Like if you had bought Motorola stock when they right when they first started doing cellular phones, like in 84 or 85 or whatever, you could have bought like 100 shares for like the cost of a roll of toilet paper, and it'd probably be worth like $4 million today. Like it was insane. You have a DeLorean sitting around somewhere out in your richer compound garage?
My richer compound. I need a bigger garage, man. Guys, Jerry's camera does work. He just has the lights off right now.
So wait, is it not working again?
Yeah, it's been black ever since it went black the last time.
I gotta push the button again. Hold on. Is it coming back? Hello. Oh, you know what it was? I hit the record button on the camera and it stopped the live feed. There we go.
Were you recording yourself that whole time?
I was. Guys, technical problems. I'm actually using the AX33 Sony connected through. Actually, I love this thing though. The AVIO 4K thing. It's expensive, but damn, it's a good USB capture.
Can we just change the name of Tech Talk to Tech Support?
Tech Support. That's actually not a bad idea.
It's already taken by so many people. And then of course, Tech Syndicate used Tech Support for their like fan funding. Like that's what they called their fan funding, was Tech Support.
Nice. I'm still waiting to get sued for Cargasm, because there's like 80 million Cargasms all over the web, and some of them don't even have anything to do with cars. Some of them are just like personal sites that some dude like got pictures of them sleeping. It's weird.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I think the new policy is working, because so far donations are not flooding our stream, so we actually get to talk about stuff. I think this is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I only had one donation come in. There wasn't even a question. Like, wow.
It was just like, literally when they throw money at you. It's weird.
Thank you, Jared.
Weirdness. Okay, so what is trending right now?
I heard this new YouTube channel called Cargasm is really, really like giving the Grand Tour a run for its money.
I watched its first episode. It was pretty bad.
Did you make it through, or did you get bored and turn it
No,
off?
I'll be honest. Okay, do you want my live review of your video?
I do, actually, and I want you to be really honest.
I was hoping that you would get the 1,000 followers last night. I wanted to watch it before bed. It didn't happen, so I got up, I took the kid to school, and I came home and I sat down and I watched it. And I knew going into this, I was like, okay, it's a 30-minute video. Let's see if I make it all the way through. before I realized it, the episode was over. I was like, that wasn't 30 minutes. And I look at the thing, I was like, holy shit, it was 30 minutes.
That's what I was
So, no, it was good. And you didn't, other than you really emphasized traction control a lot, you didn't repeat yourself a lot.
Yeah, no, I was actually pretty, well, actually, let me take that back. I did repeat myself a lot, but I edited most of it out.
But there's been a lot of times, though, in your longer videos that you've edited, you still said something 3 times.
Yeah. Did you like the style of it, though? Do you like that kind of starting out with reviewing the car? I mean, a lot of that is a direct ripoff from like Doug DeMuro, who's
it's also very Jay Leno garage style.
Yeah, I see that.
But there's only so many ways you could review a car.
Yeah. But the thing I like about it, and this is the direction, I've already had a couple of people say, oh, I wish you'd be more serious about the car channel. But the thing is, I'm trying to take the perspective of it as I'm a guy that could never afford any of these cars. That's an enthusiast, but it's not like I know every little tech spec of these cars. I mean, obviously, I got the freaking displacement of the motor wrong, for crying out loud. But I want it to just be fun and funny. I don't want it to have any obligation. I don't want it to have that feeling that's like, okay, we're going to talk about all the specs of the motor and what makes the gears in this transmission made out of adamantium and nickel copper.
Dude, listen, 0.1 liters makes a huge difference. If I add 0.1 liters to my engine, it's a whole different car. So I'm just saying, the 3.8, I can afford that car, but I'm not going to buy it.
No, well, actually, whoa, you can.
I could afford a GTR, but that would be a stupid financial investment.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, because how much is a GTR? What's the cost of a GTR?
New one's about $100,000. If I want the Nismo, it's $173,000. And here's the problem with cars like GTRs and the Nismo GTRs is they're all marked up.
Yeah. No, I know, because the whole supply demand thing.
Right.
No, I'll tell you what though, that CLK, my biggest prop that I will give that car is it weighs 4,500 pounds, but you would never guess it driving it.
Well, it's got so much damn torque.
It's just, it's crazy. And not only that, but this is a thing I forgot that I didn't really mention in the video that I wish I had of.
We're currently in the car talk version of the show, guys. We'll get back to tech, I promise.
Well, this is kind of tech. It's very technological car. It's AMG.
All cars are tech too.
They are. They're all tech. So no, if you the car, the B pillar behind the driver is way
electronicals.
Right. So the B pillar is way far back, and I was like, why is it so far back? And it's because the way they designed the car is they moved the driver and the passenger way forward. So you're sitting like really close to the front tires in that car. So when you're driving, you feel like really in control. It doesn't feel like a big car at all because of where you're sitting. But then it's got these weird seatbelt things that like stick out and telescope because the belt's literally coming out from like.
I saw that. Things like that make me wonder how strong they really are in a wreck.
I know, right? I was thinking about that myself too. It's like, although I think that's just a guide, right?
I don't know, because if it makes any sort of a bend at that point, then it's going to take on stress and an impact because the belt's going to want to straighten out.
Oh, remember, sorry, I didn't illustrate this in the video, but it does retract back. It just sticks out so that you can easily grab the cable and pull it across. Once you actually land, it then retracts back in.
Well, then it's only going to be as strong as the motor. So,
but I will tell you what, that car has, the only other car I've ever been in that has that kind of linear horsepower is the Viper. Literally, it doesn't matter if you're going 500 RPMs or 2,500 RPMs. That car feels like it has the same amount of power. God damn it!
I don't think you're gonna do that again next week, are you?
No, what I'm thinking of is I've got it plugged. Is it plugged into power? Yes. I've got it plugged into land power, and I don't have a battery in it. And for some reason, it just blinks this thing that's like sensor error on the screen, and then it resets itself.
Land power? What is land power exactly?
Land power is 110 volts. Actually, 114 in my house for some reason.
I've heard of land line. I heard land power, but okay. Anyway,
power.
Yeah. So no, I feel the only true response for my car channel to your review is I have to go review my 2017 Toyota Sienna now. Minivan.
You should, because that thing's like NHRA dragster.
It's a little sleeper, man.
Dude, you should take that thing just as a video, just take it to the track and race like all the Honda Civics and stuff, like kids that just got their car and think it's fast.
Here's the problem with the Sienna. First of all, Van Culture is a real site. Van Culture with a K. There's a guy that did gut his and take it on a track and put a roll cage in it and everything. He shaved 700 pounds off the thing, put on some Enki RPF 1s, took it to the track. And he said the only modifications he made was to the suspension, cooling, and then gutting it and putting it in the cage. It's all the stock transmission and engine and everything. The problem is the way to take a city corner, I have to put a lot of steering input. Like I've got to turn the wheel a lot. So I feel like I'd be understeering all the turns because I've got muscle memory of the quick gearbox and the Z. Yeah. So I would never turn the wheel enough. The other thing is it body rolls for days. So
Dude, you should put a suicide knob on it. So you can just
yeah, like a bus knob.
like the bus drivers. Just get around that track. I just think that that'd be funny to watch.
A lot of people bugged me about when I'm putting another video up on the second channel. You know, I hate to admit that I've shot like 6 videos for that channel that have never gone live, simply because I never had the time to edit them. We are going to be doing a 2 idiots go to the track video.
I would love to see that
this Saturday. Because remember last time that we did 2 idiots go to the racetrack, and I'm not talking about the video that I put up on the main channel, because that was obviously a little bit more, that was a little bit less 2 idiots and just a little bit more JayzTwoCents. The 2 idiots, we went to Auto Club Speedway, and that was where I changed all of my direction with the car, what I wanted to do with it and stuff. And here we are now at the track, because I basically told you in September, I was like, fuck it, my Z is going on the track. Screw it.
I was surprised by that, because every time I talked to you about you taking on the track, you always brought up like, the insurance considerations and things like that. But now you're to the point where it's just like, screw it. It's a race car. It belongs on the track.
Here's the thing. My insurance won't cover it if I crash it at the track. But there is track day HPDE or high performance driving event insurance that you can buy. It's like $188 is my quote. But because I do put a transponder on my car, they won't cover it either. Because if you have a transponder in your car and it's timed, they consider it a competition, and they still won't cover it, even track insurance.
Oh, wow.
So I basically looked at it this way. If I wreck the car, I can afford to pay it off with cash if I need to. So I'm going to go have some damn fun with the thing. And then if I wreck it, I'm going to fix it back up in my garage with a salvage title. I'm going to gut it, cage it, and it's going to go back on the track if I don't wreck it too bad.
No, I'm glad that you decided to do that, because just the way you drive on the street when I ride with you, like
I drive the speed limit everywhere I go. I'm courteous with a blinker, plenty of stopping distance, and I never rev my engine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I agree with almost none of that.
I do 80 kilometers per hour on the freeway. Okay, kilometers per hour.
If you drove like that in Washington, you'd have bullet holes in your car by the time you got home. Like,
wait, there's guns in Washington?
Oh Jesus!
Thought that was a Democratic state.
Nah, well, maybe not when it comes to guns, though. Actually, you know what? That's a weird state, because in Washington, a lot of people publicly say that they hate guns, but then most people own them. Like, I don't know many people that
I hate the fact that I own this Glock.
It's funny. Actually, I can think of at least one person I know that actively opposes guns and owns one themselves.
He's like, damn, I hate these guns, but it's still my right. I hate these guns, but it's my right.
Nice rifle.
That rifle's pretty. I just wanted for decoration.
Is when Trump got elected, I remember 2 of my friends messaged me and said, I take back everything I said about guns. Where's a good place to get one? Where can I go to get training? Where's a good range? Like, literally everybody was like, I completely flip-flopped on their whole view of guns like overnight because Trump got elected.
Because they're like, no, we gotta fight the president.
You gotta fight the president. You're gonna be World War III. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, anyway, I promise we're putting another video up on the second channel. I want my car channel to do well, but I kind of don't want it to do well, if that makes sense, I guess, because I don't want it to turn into work. The hard part is you build up these channels and you can't force it not to grow unless you just straight up don't put anything on it. But if you're uploading videos, chances are it's gonna grow, especially if you have a big main channel like we do. And it kind of sucks because it's like I just sort of want it to be like no pressure, and I'm being pressured as it is. Why aren't you uploading videos? Where's the videos? I'm unsubbing. But yet they still keep getting views. So.
Well, the main reason I did it is people just weren't resonating with the car content on my main channel. Like, our audiences, I'd say, over 50% of them just straight up don't care about cars at all. And such a passion of mine, it's like I don't want to not make car content just because people are just going to leave if I put it on the main channel. So I was like, you know what? I want to try to create an audience that's not mixed. I just want an audience that's just hardcore car people. That's why I've been very careful to post on the Twitter and the Instagram for that, just car stuff. That's all I care about is the car stuff. And I want to see where that channel can go. I honestly don't think it's going to really take off or really get huge. Just because I don't think I share that much of an audience. Like most people that create a second channel, they create a second channel that's based on what made the first one successful. This is completely backwards, right? We're going from tech channel to car channel.
Right.
I don't think they really share that big of an audience. So what I'm hoping is that the car channel just kind of grows on its own. I bought all the equipment and gear to produce it one man, so I don't have to have like a crew. I don't have to organize anything.
Well, technically 2 man, because you can't be operating the handheld camera and be in front of it.
Okay, to be fair though, that was just I happened to have help that day, so we went that direction. But I was prepared with a tripod. I actually had a
human crane, is what you had.
I know Graham is so big. He makes you look small, dude.
Dude, when you were driving in the parking lot and he was flying the drone and you drove past him, like you could see him flying the drone like towards your ending shot. It was like, Jesus, Graham makes the car look super small. But no, the car, you just realize how big Graham is.
Graham is a big boy. He is a big boy, and I appreciate all of his help. But the idea with the Cargasm is, and this is the crazy thing, is I usually, I would say the formula for success if people are looking to start a YouTube channel is personality and something unique, right? Those are the two things that really set a channel apart and people going
like penises.
Like penises. Yeah, penises and JJs. But the thing
That's
is,
me.
the car thing made sense to me because not only am I
passionate about
cars, but look at all the weird relationships I have with car enthusiasts. Like, I have a good relationship with Dirtfish Rally School. I've got access to like cars that like nobody else really has access to, and I'm like, you know what?
This is such a hooker.
I'm a hooker, dude.
Yeah. But those cars only work one time.
Pretty much. Well, did you see the two cars that I really want to review, but at the same time, after looking at their price tags, I'm really scared to get behind the wheel? Is the Lancia 07 Stradale, which they go for about 350,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a super powerful car, but they look badass, right? And they're tiny. I want to just beer can myself into it just for lulz. Another one is the Renault 5 Turbo. Those are both incredibly rare rally monsters.
I think it's funny how you're saying you don't want to get in the Lancia or you want to shoehorn yourself in the Lancia, but the freaking Renault is even smaller.
No, I don't think so. I was looking at them both, man. That is a sardine can to get into the
Renault is like mini size, like original mini.
Yeah, they're kind of tall.
It's got like what, 15-inch rims that look huge on it.
Yeah, the back's like, I want to drive it just because of how flared the back is. Like, have you ever driven a car where the wheelbase in the back is like a full tire width bigger on both sides? Like, how do you not like stuff going around corners and like hit curbs and knock over light poles and stuff? Like,
driver mod.
I'm gonna find out.
All right, Alex Glatt says, "Hey Jay, recently while watching movies on my PC, the screen will change to a green hue and get distorted. However, the movie will continue playing. Any ideas? 6700K with EVGA 1080 for the win. Hybrid output HDMI to 5.1 receiver to a 4K TV. Jerry, stop posting all the free video games. I already don't have enough time to play the ones I already have. Thanks." I don't know, man. It sounds like you've got a daisy chain of HDMI going on there, upscaling to 4K. So I would maybe, for just the heck of it, take the receiver out of the middle and see if that problem stops.
Yeah, actually, all my problems that I've ever had with and I've had this exact problem where it's just like it looks like 90% of the colors on the screen just turn green and flicker. It's always been an HDMI cable, like every single frickin' time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've had an HDMI cable going bad recently that's making the HDCP not work. So we'll be sitting there watching TV, and then all of a sudden the set-top box will just be like, bing, this cable is not compatible with the HDCP, blah, blah, blah. Hook up component cables to watch this program, because it thinks that we're trying to bypass HDCP, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bad cables can even lead to that, which is content protection.
You know what's funny is HDCP was designed to protect people from recording content, right, and redistributing content.
It just gets in the way of everything else.
Yeah, it just gets. This is another demonstration of a horribly wrong implemented system, because you can buy literally any HDMI splitter that's made in China off of Amazon.
And that's not the one you're using right there in the camera, because it keeps going black.
I know. I'm sorry. 15 minutes, it turns off, it cycles. But no, those splitters that cost like what, $10-15 on Amazon, they all strip HDCP.
Yeah.
And it's not like they do it on purpose. They don't have a special circuit that does it. It's just literally they handshake the HDCP and then they just don't output it on the other side. So it's like they've already defeated that mechanism. So why the hell are they still even putting it in anything? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, it was supposed to be a way to keep people from just like outputting like Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff through a mediator device that basically could record the stream and turn it onto other content or onto other discs and stuff. So it's supposed to, like Jerry said, there's a handshake that takes place on both ends. If that handshake gets interrupted, then you get, like I just described, where the TV itself will pop up a display being sent by the receiver or the actual like set-top box or DirecTV, Dish Network, whatever, that says HDCP not enabled, we can't show you this content. And here's the thing, you can't access anything. And nothing on that. Recorded content that's already on the DVR, nothing. I have to literally either switch out the cable or switch the HDMI input. Because I don't know if you know this, it's based on input too, and it only checks every now and then. It's not a constant communication. Yep. It's almost like a ping. It just pings every now and then.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen with my when I was using the cable cards for my cable receiver, it would be HDCP handshake to make sure that you had that enabled before it would decode the channels. And like you said, it would just sometimes you just be watching a channel and it just immediately go to black screen and say, oh, there is no HDCP connection available. Please consult your TV manual or something. I'm like, crap. And again, like you said, it turned out to be a freaking cable.
But what I love is the message on the screen that I get literally tells you how to bypass it. It's like hook up component cables and then you can watch. So it's like, okay, so you lose the ultra high def, but they're just like, oh, you can still watch it if you hook up a different cable. Anyway, so yeah, that still happens every now and then right now. And because my cables are wired through the wall through low volt passage, I'm just too lazy to take the TV back off and snake it through. So whenever it happens, I just go up there and I take my 4K Blu-ray player and my 4K receiver from the satellite, and I just swap the inputs, and then it works again for like 2 months.
Yeah. So if you guys are just getting tired of dealing with the HDCP, just go to Amazon, find an HDMI splitter where you have one input and two outputs. You don't have to use both outputs, just use one. Just put it in between the cable and it'll strip HDCP. And some of them don't. The majority of them do. Just make sure you read down in the comments on people, because most people buy them for live streaming, because the old PlayStation 3 and I believe the Xbox 360 both did HDCP, so you could not use a capture card to live stream from them. And so that's how people got around it. That's why I bought it originally, was so that I could stream GTA 5 on my PS3 back in the day.
Two comments I want to talk to real quick in the comment section here. Leon Zager says, I think it's Zager. He says, I support your idea with the card channel, but I really hope that your tech channel won't suffer too much from it. Your thoughts? My card channel has been around as long as my tech channel. It's obvious the tech channel isn't suffering from that. I started that channel 4 months after I started my main channel. So clearly the car channel suffered from the tech channel, if we want to be technical. Yeah. The next one here is Matt Rowe. He says, how dangerous is it to bend back CPU pins if they get bent? I had to do it, and it fit back in the way it should on the board, so everything looks okay. As long as the pins are contacting where they're supposed to contact, it doesn't matter if they're bent back.
No, I used to do this back in the day, like constantly. Just make sure they don't touch, because all it takes is two of the right pins touching, and it will fry the CPU.
Yeah, and or other things on the motherboard.
Very true.
CPUs, Intel sockets are harder to fix because they're not just a straight pin. They're like bent. They're almost like they're like a hook. They're like a weird hook. Yep. AMD, because the pins are located on the CPU and they're much thicker, much farther apart, those you can bend back all day long. Just don't bend them too much, or you'll snap it off and then you're done. Actually, I had one CPU. I had a 960 Phenom 2 that I broke one of the pins off on accident by fixing it, because it was sent to me, but I bought it used and it came with a bent pin, and I went to fix it and it snapped off. I was like, oh crap. I plugged it in, it freaking worked until the day I upgraded. I was like, what was that pin supposed to be doing? Because it worked. It worked from the moment I installed it, just out of curiosity, to the moment I upgraded to my FX.
Not all the pins do stuff.
I don't know. Maybe it was the HDCP pin. I don't know.
No, just make sure. I'd say the biggest problem I've ever had with like bending the pins around, back when I was working at a computer store, and granted, this is a long time ago. This is back when they used the thicker pins. Is back then a lot of thermal paste was conductive. It still is today, but there's a lot of non-conductive options. I would get it on my finger, taking the thing out, and then I would accidentally get it on the pins, and when I'd slide it back in, it would bridge the pins and fry the damn thing. So don't make sure that you don't get any thermal compound on your fingers while you're handling the pins underneath.
I got a little piece of information here for your little flickering issue you're dealing with there.
Oh, please do.
It might be a cable you're dealing with, because right now when you came back, you were delaced and green, and then it went away. But
ooh, really? Hold on here. Let me make sure everything's all plugged in tight, because I am using a couple different cables and adapters here.
Yeah, when it came back, it was green and delaced, and then flickered a bit. So
let's see. I'm just running on shore power right now.
Maybe I don't want one of them there captures that you're using.
Oh, you know what I'm going to try? Here, hold on. We're gonna do some real time. I'm going to drop this sucker back to 1080p.
Oh boy.
See if that does anything at all. Hold on a second. Okay.
Sony does that, and it does it on my FS5 too. I hate it. Whenever you make a change, it's like, it's completed, and you have to hit OK. It's like, just go. Don't just go. Don't make me say OK that you're done.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
Even the FS5 does it. I changed something, and it's like, process complete. Hit OK. It's jeez.
I like how I was trying to output 4K just because it can do it, but it's like we're using Skype. You know, Skype is just like refactoring it.
Okay, not only are you using 4K over Skype, you're less than half of a 1080 window, being streamed at only 1,000 KB.
Yeah. So 4K, counterproductive.
You look exactly the same before you switched it.
Hey, I just got a donation within the threshold, and you know who it's from?
Pub Shepherd.
No.
Oh.
Oh God. We'll talk about that here in a second. I hope Pup's watching. Jared Zarnikow.
Oh yeah, dang, he's always there.
He's been around for a little while. Hey Jerry, how have you been, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a while. I bought a Phantom 3 Standard on Black Friday for $399. Do you think that was a good investment? Also, Jay is a sellout. Joke. Love you guys. I shouldn't have said joke. I should just left that ride. But $399 for a Phantom 3, as long as it's brand spanking new, that's actually not a bad deal. The Phantom 3 is actually still considered a really, really good aircraft. Hope you picked up some extra batteries for it, though, because everybody buys these freaking things with one battery, and then they just go out and fly it for like 15 minutes, then they're done. So get extra batteries for it. But no, that's fantastic. That's still what I fly. I haven't even upgraded to a Phantom 4 yet, so haven't seen the need to. We were going to talk about old Pup. So Pup, I hope you're watching because you got me good. So Pup Shepherd's been around, and it completely NSFW. This is on you guys if you go seek him out on social
Not
media.
safe for anywhere, not just work.
Safe for anywhere. and don't get me wrong. I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? He likes what he likes.
Good word to use there, sir.
Probably a good word. But no, he sent me a shirt because he's been a longtime supporter of both of our channels. And so he sends me a
supporter. Oh, sorry. That doesn't really work, does it?
No, not really. He had some support. No, anyways, he sends me this shirt, and it's, I put it on, and I send out a tweet. I'm not even thinking, I've never looked at his social media profile or nothing. I'm just like, hey, everybody, I'm wearing the official Pup Shepherd t-shirt, and I tweet it out, and I get a million emails and messages. Oh my God, not safe for work, not safe for work. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? and so I go look at his profile, and old Pup Shepherd, he's kind of into some stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail,
he's got a lot of very active extracurricular activities.
He just he likes the leather. I'll just leave it at that. But and then he got.
So what was on the What was on the shirt, sir?
A picture of what appeared to be a pup, but apparently what it was like a leather pup mask that goes with a leather bodysuit, and I don't really know how to explain it beyond that. But yeah, it was needless to say, I had to delete the picture and apologize to a lot of people. And did you see that? Did you see that Kyle opened up a Pup Shepherd shirt with Paul on the Paul's show? And I messaged him on Twitter. I was like, "Hey, dude, heads up." And he went and looked, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Because on the show, he's like, "Hey, Pup sent us a shirt," and he pulled out the same shirt. And so apparently, Pup sent shirts to all the YouTube channels. And hey, Pup, if you're watching, we really appreciate it. But next time, just give us just a little heads up, okay, bud? Just a little
heads up. So that's why I don't have a public PO box.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, and don't worry, Pup. I kept the shirt, but that shirt is only to wear at family functions now.
Guys, I got breaking news. Are you ready?
Oh, let's hear it.
Reddit is cracking down on abuse. How are they going to do that? The site says it's targeting the most toxic users, but didn't say if that included their own CEO. I love this article.
You know what? Reddit has been, I don't even know if I should say this, but I feel like Reddit's kind of been becoming 4chan on a lot of the subreddits.
Reddit is where the YouTube trolls go when they graduate YouTube.
It is actually. No, I'll agree with that. I'll totally agree with that. It kind of feels like when they feel like the comments just aren't working anymore and they need to take it to a whole new level, then Reddit's where they retire. You know what's funny though? I noticed this. So I went and there's a subreddit called PC Master Race.
Oh, no, never heard of it. Tell me about it. What is it?
So anyways, I'm like, they promoted me to like.
I do believe I'm usually stickied up there for this. Let's see, quit your bullshit. Let's see, I'm also always stickied up there for like sell out of the month. I'm also stickied up there for Nvidia shill of the week. I mean, I'm always up there, dude.
So
you're black again. Oh, it says Sony that time. That's not an ad. Hey, where's the money?
Wait,
get that down. Get that
Sony Handycam.
Get that shit off my screen. They're not paying for this. Oh God, really?
Whoa, it like hard rebooted this time. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to investigate. Oh wow, they're giving us like the full demo mode here. How do we get out of this?
Damn it, Jerry! I better get a piece of this if you're getting paid.
Okay, I just pushed the zoom button. Oh God, this thing. How do I disable demo mode? Okay, I will become better prepared next time. Okay. Oh. Anyways, Reddit. I'm over there, and somebody posted one of my videos on like DDoS isn't hacking or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they posted up there, and every single comment on it was just like cancerous, attacking me as a person. So I just went in there and started responding to a few of them, and they were like, "Oh my god, we didn't know that you read this subreddit. Oh my god, I didn't know you were actually here. Hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to start a fight or anything." And I'm like,
I went to a forum once where I was linked like, "Hey Jay, did you know they're talking shit about you in this forum?" I'm like, "Well, they talk shit about me everywhere, but okay, I'll bite. Where are we going here?" And I'll click the link, and they were just like, Jay this and Jay that, and oh my god, he's so bad for the community, and oh, we hate Jay, blah blah. It's like, yeah, Jay sucks. He's such a shill. It was the Linus Tech Tip forums first of all, and once I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" They were just like, "Oh my god, Jay, you're here. We love your videos." Blah blah. It was like, you guys, and I'm not talking about Linus Tech Tips like employees. I'm about the forum users. They were like the biggest, flippiest, floppiest people. One or two of them was like, "Yeah, I still hate you," but most of the people were like the ones that were like literally just talking shit. Were just suddenly like, "Oh my god, you're here. How cool."
Yeah.
It was like, wait a minute. So I came in just to be like, hey, I'm here. I'm reading it. What do you want to say to me? They're just all of a sudden we're like kiss ass. And it's like, no, you know what? It's like, I have more respect for a dog that will want to bite me than a dog that will cower, if you want to know the truth.
Or send you a t-shirt.
Yeah, we're talking about pups here, so. But no, seriously, no one likes a coward. And when you back down that easily, it's like cowardly. I'm sorry. If you hate me, tell me to my face. And there was one guy once at Micro Center that straight up told me, like, hey, you're that JayzTwoCents guy, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I hate your shit. I'm serious. I was like, cool. In person, yeah. He was like, no, dude. He's like, no, dude. I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. He was like, no. He's like, seriously though, like, I just don't jive like with your style. I'm like, that's cool. I don't jive with everybody. And then we chatted for a little bit and it was cool. But I had so much respect for that guy to not be to my face, like act like a fan when he knew deep down, he's like, I don't like your stuff.
I'm genuinely surprised by that, because that's the one thing I've never encountered is everybody that I encounter in person is nice, even if they don't like me. And
He wasn't rude, but he was just straight up like, yeah, I don't really like your shit. That was what he said. So I was like, fair enough. You
experienced real life trolling, Jay. It's like,
no, but the thing is, like, seriously, I know everyone doesn't like my stuff, but I had a lot of respect for him to tell me that.
Yeah, that's the thing is in this business, no, you're never gonna make everybody happy. Like,
and I broke his nose, but it was okay.
He broke his nose.
No, wired his jaw shut. It's all right.
Something that I still have to get used to today is I know you've acclimated to it a lot better than I have, but just the negativity in general, it's like I need to come to grips with. There's just no way to make everybody happy. I mean,
there is.
No, there isn't.
You just haven't found out how yet. I make everyone happy.
No,
I've never made one of my fans mad.
Oh, ever. Whatever.
Never.
If I had $1 for every email that I get that's like, why are you friends with Jay? Or actually, you haven't caught up with Chris, though. I get more emails that are like, why are you friends with Chris Brillo? I hate that guy. I'm like, why would you send me that? But you know I'm his friend. Why would you send me a mail like this? I don't understand that.
Did you reply to them, why'd you marry your wife? She's a dog.
No, because I'm not. I'm not a spirited person most days. Sometimes, but not always.
Zen equals 2gen old Intel?
No,
I don't know.
We don't technically.
If they're comparing it to the 5960X, which is what, the 6850 I think it is now. That's 1 gen old, not 2. Jay, you suck. Just kidding, you're awesome. See, I don't make anyone mad. If I have ever offended you in chat, press 2 and watch all the 2s go up.
Oh my God.
If you've ever been happy that I have offended the easily offended, press 1. That's still 2.
You know, I just got a message from the guys that make this AVIO capture device, and they're like, "Hey, have you had a chance to look at it yet? We're curious of your opinion." I'm like, live streaming right now, and I sent them a link.
Where's mine? I want one. See, when I do my 4K stuff over there on the test bench, I point the camera at the screen because I can't capture 4K, and it sucks. So if you guys are watching, where the hell's mine?
Yeah, send them one. They're awesome. I basically like it because it doesn't need any drivers. That's the thing, is just I've never had because usually capture devices are considered kind of complicated little pieces of hardware, but I've never had anything where it's like you just plug it into USB 3, hook up a 4K video source, and it just works. Like,
look at all the people saying they've been offended by me, and also all the people saying that they love the fact that I have offended. Here's the thing. I belong to the Nextdoor app, right? It's a community app where you talk to your neighbors, right? and people. Yeah, it's an app where you have to verify where you live. It's not like you can just join someone's neighborhood. So you have to actually verify where you live with them. And there was this like not a red alert, but it was an alert put up like, hey, a suspicious guy riding a bike through the neighborhood, blah blah blah, with a backpack. Not a regular here.
Was he?
No, it wasn't me. Everyone's like, keep an eye on your stuff. And I responded, I was like, hey, can you at least put the streets in there so that we know? And then people started attacking this woman like, you don't know this guy's up to no good, blah, blah, like doing the whole liberal thing, right? Like, that's racist. You can't, first of all, they didn't even put a race. They just put male, right? And then it turned into this big old argument. And I just started trolling hard in the middle of this. Like, these are my neighbors, right? I'm not trolling the internet. I'm trolling my neighbors, which is great, by the way, because I can't stand pussies, regardless if you're on the internet or in real life. I appreciate, with all the theft in this area, I appreciate their awareness. She doesn't need to chill out. And then they started attacking me, and I said, we didn't start a neighborhood safe space for those with such easily hurt feelings, pussies. And then I got so many thanks on that, because you don't like a comment, you thank a comment. I got so many thanks on that from my neighbors. It wasn't even funny. I suggested the park later on. So anyway, yeah. That's just me. That's just me.
He trolls his neighbors.
That's just me. No, I'm serious. I don't have time for people's bullshit. I don't have time for any of this political correctness shit. Political correctness in itself is wrong, man. Jerry, that blue shirt is offending me. Can you change that, please?
Okay.
No, God, I didn't think that one through. Shh.
Okay. Whoops, my bad. I misunderstood. No,
them double D's are gonna get us flagged.
Here's how I feel about it, right? Is there's different types of political correctness, right? I don't just bunch them all together into one thing that's like nobody should ever be offended by anything. I don't think that people should just be going into social media with the objective to offend people and then be like, don't be so easily offended. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that. But if somebody is just literally telling the truth and it's obvious that they're not trying to be offensive, don't make them offensive. Don't intentionally like what happened to you with your neighbors, right? Oh, you're being racist, or you're sexist, or you obviously were not doing that. You were literally citing that, yes, it was a male who was cited.
First of all, I didn't write the first post. I just was up there like thanking them for at least letting us know there was a person in the neighborhood that was not recognized doing on a cul-de-sac, right? That had never been in the area before. And we have an area that's like the mail theft is like every day. Vehicle break-ins are like every day. So
really nice neighbor. Actually, that's probably why it happens.
That's why people that live in the ghetto don't steal from the ghetto.
Yeah,
I mean,
and everything's
I guess
flat over there. They can just like stand on top of their house and see.
When I lived in my old neighborhood, Jerry, you remember that house? When I lived in that old neighborhood, man, no one messed with anything. No one messed with anything.
Your neighbors were just like coming by and ask you if you want to join you on raids.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but the people that drive me nuts are the ones where they just assume that you believe something because you said something that was opposite. Like, case in point, let's say Hillary Clinton tweets something and you reply back and you're like, I think that's stupid. You get flooded with people that are like, oh, you're just a Trump supporter. You're just a stupid. No, I hate them both. I hate absolutely both of them.
That's like me saying, I'm not a fan of your religion. Can you please not talk about your religion around me?
Yeah, fair enough. Drives me nuts, dude. That's the part that I don't like is if you say something, everybody assumes that everything that you didn't say you're in objection to, or for that matter. And
love Jay for saying political correctness is BS. It is BS.
Are you triggered?
No, I'm not triggered because I did a 45-minute Periscope the other day where the conversation turned to political correctness, and I was talking about how little Jay was down the street playing with the neighbors, and it's a Muslim family. Uh-huh. The husband, so it's the husband, his wife's sister, and his wife's mom all live in this house. Now the women, right? They wear the full garb, the head cover, the robe, the whole thing, but not like the solid black one. I think the solid black ones freak people out, right? But yeah, they're the real colorful one. And your camera just restarted again.
Did it again? I'll just push the button. There we go. All right, we're back.
And she was down there playing with his son and their kids, because they're in the same class, by the way.
Yeah.
So he's like 4 houses down, and they're out there playing, and it's like my wife was out there talking to them, and no one cared about the religion. No one was getting in each other's business. We were just down there being neighbors. And I want to point this out. I think I've mentioned this before. I have a white neighbor, Across the street direct from me is a mixed race neighbor, black and Hispanic. To the left of them is Korean. To my right is Chinese.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the Chinese is the Islamic family, the Muslim family. And they're from the Middle East, by the way. They're not like a converted Muslim religion. They are from Middle East. I think they're from Iran, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway.
Visa or something.
Right. Yeah. He's the only one that came and offered to help when we moved in. He's the only one that came and said hi to us, was the Muslim family.
Yeah, I knew. I worked with a lot of Muslims when I was at Microsoft, and they were all openly Muslim. They even had their prayer mats, and they'd get down and do their prayers like 5 times a day. They were all amazingly nice people. They always brought food for everybody to eat. I could eat a hamburger, and they wouldn't get all judgy.
I shouldn't be laughing at this, but Kevin O'Malley said, "Aloha Akbar, ¿cómo está?"
That's terrible.
See, I can laugh at that because there's funny in everything. You know, there's a lot of funny in me being a fat white guy. Remind me to show you this picture. Maybe I'll put it. Okay, I'll put it up on Twitter right now. There's a picture they took of me at the track because when I loaded the car up on the trailer, can't open the door, so I had the Dukes of Hazzard it out the window. Have you ever seen a Z give birth to a fat white guy? You're about to.
No, I would love to though.
You're about to.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys want to see a horny cat? Here, say something. You can talk? Yeah. Is that good?
Is she in heat again?
She's in heat like every day. We have to take her in to get her fixed, but they said we have to wait until she goes through her whole heat cycle.
Stop being lazy. All right, guys, I'm going to tweet this picture right now. Let me get it here. So, Jerry, talk about something tech-related, because now they're like, this is politics talk. This is religion talk.
I'm just like making my cat really happy right now.
If you don't like what we're talking about, you guys have the power to change that. There's an X at the corner of your browser. Use it.
All right, you little horny girl.
See, political correctness says that people that don't like what we're talking about would force us to talk about something else. When reality says if you don't like what we're talking about, you just go away.
Yeah, no, that's a big distinguishing point right there. Is if you have the ability to walk away from something that you find offensive, it shouldn't be offensive because you should literally just be able to go, okay, I'm going to leave. Now, if somebody's in your face, if they're on your front yard yelling at you and throwing stuff at your house and you can't escape that, then you have every right in the world to be offended by it. But when you go somewhere to be offended, like if your goal is to go and watch something to be offended and to try to shut that thing down, well, then you're actually the one being offensive.
No, you're not allowed to be offended you're not allowed to be offended that they're offended. Remember, offended only goes one way according to them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Just like was it white people can't experience racism? Somebody told me that the other day, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, you're going down a slippery slope now.
I know, right? Well, we talked about, let's see, Muslims. We talked, politics. I think we've covered like all the things you never talk about online.
All right, ever see a Z give birth to...
My cat is literally on the floor just going...
Ever see a Z give birth to a fat white guy?
Let's see.
Is saying white racist?
Yes, actually it is, but go ahead.
Good. There, I tweeted it.
Wait, hashtag politically correct.
I couldn't open the door because the fender well was right there. And it's not my trailer, so I wasn't going to modify it to be like a fold-down fender well.
Let's see this.
So you guys got to go to Twitter if you want to see that picture there.
I'm heading over. I want to see this. Cat?
That's when we were loading up the car, and I had to climb out through the window.
Won't leave you alone.
I had to like Superman it out the window.
Ever see his give birth to a fat white guy? I like it. Actually, you know what? Okay, this is gonna be my first post of yours that I've actually liked on the Cargasm channel.
OMG.
OMG. Let me go over to my other browser since I don't know how to switch accounts.
I love that picture.
Let's see.
I actually told the photographer who took that picture, his name is Perrin. I actually told him, I was like, hey, get your camera ready. I'm sitting in the car. He's like, why? I'm like, look at the door. And he's like, oh shit. And he knew it was coming. So he had his camera up and he took like a bunch of burst photos of me coming out. So if I flick through them really fast, it literally looks like I'm just kind of like vagina-ing out the window.
Dude, you should make an animated GIF of that. That'd be awesome. All right, let's see. Wait, why aren't you coming up here? Oh, it's because I'm not following you on the car channel. I am now, though. Haha. All right, there we go. You're getting the first retweet.
Yeah, I got 223 likes already. I guess a lot of you guys are in here.
There you go. Oh, there goes Sony again.
Yay! So, dude, I better get a royalty every time that comes up, dude.
Right.
Shoot.
Here, talk to the people. Come on. There you go.
He's beating his cat. You hear that?
Whoa! I just hit the microphone.
Beating his pussy.
Yep. I
hear ba ba ba.
I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, I don't, because she seems like she's just in a constant state of euphoria, and it's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
The other cat didn't go into heat though, which is weird. They're both from the same litter, and she's been like in heat for like a month now.
Because that cat clearly got all the horny genes.
Yeah, apparently you can't spay them while they're in their heat cycle, because you can like screw with them.
They'll die.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll die, but seriously,
I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, no, we've been waiting for it to go away, but it only ever goes away for like 1 or 2 days, and then it's right back. And they said no for our first heat. That's actually like really common through the mating season. And then the other day, this is gross, so I can tell you guys more disgusting stuff. So my wife was taking care of the cat that was next door because our neighbor was gone, and it's a male cat. So she's over there taking care of it. She comes back and takes off her clothes, puts them on the floor, and the cat walks over and just pees all over her clothes because they smell like the male cat. And I was like, she's never done that before. She's like well litter box trained. What the hell's wrong with this? We had to go look it up, and it's like, yeah, no, cats totally mark any territory where they detect that there's like a male cat. And I was like, wow, these cats, freaking super horny cat. So we got to get this. What are you doing?
No, I'm just thinking about this cat. She slimed her arm when I was down there.
Yeah, that was gross. That was gross. I was literally holding her, just petting her, and she's like, purr, 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 and then my whole arm gets wet, and I'm like, oh, gross.
Jay's cat's a squirter.
I threw her down on the ground. The other day, we were walking on the floor, and there was a wet spot on the floor, and I was like, I don't think that's pee. Like, so we got to get these cats fixed. This is gross. It's funny though. It's like, how can you not laugh at it though? The cat literally just walks really low to the ground everywhere, and anytime it bumps up against something, it just starts purring uncontrollably. It's funny. Like, I just wish I could have her like permanently be in heat, but just not like you're back there.
I can't take you anywhere.
Oh my god, you can't.
Someone said we want to rehost this stream on Pornhub.
Dude, this tech talk has actually been pretty impressive. We've talked about all the things you never talk about on a live stream. We money hoard in the beginning.
We've maintained more than 2,000 viewers.
We talked about Pup and the awesome shirt that he sent me, and the cat slime in my arm. So wow, this has been.
What are we going to talk about now, though?
We talked about Zen, though. We did talk about Zen, so we did technically.
Well, we talked about Reddit. We talked about Intel.
So we satisfied tech talk.
I still don't think we have a 1080 Ti coming.
Oh wait, I thought that was in the bag. I thought that was happening.
I don't know, man. So the 1080 launched 7 months ago, and the Titan launched 4 months ago.
Yep.
And we have not had anything else. I mean, they've gone down their line down to 1050.
That is strange.
I mean, if they're going to launch another new series around next GDC, then the 1080 Ti wouldn't have a very long lifespan. I don't think they're going to do it this time.
You think they're going to bail on it, huh?
I think they're pulling the Intel thing you were talking about, like, we're actually 5 generations ahead of where we're showing you our cards, so we're just going to kind of hang on to this one. You know
what? I bet you what's going to happen is we're going to see AMD, drop something that's better than like the 480 or whatever the hell. They'll drop something that's like good, and then Nvidia will be like, okay, now we have a reason to release the 1080 Ti.
I doubt it. I don't look. I asked AMD straight up when the 480 thing was going on. They were in this room with me right here, right, guys. I'm such an AMD hater, right? I invited them into my home. I straight up asked them, what's going to be higher than the 480? What's higher than the Polaris 10 and the 480? And they were like, right now we don't have any plans to do that. They didn't have any plans to go any higher than the 480.
Interesting. Well, that's not
they know
to share. Like, hey guys, we're all tapped out. We're not going to make anything else.
No, because they were very upfront and they were forthcoming about the fact that they wanted to target that mainstream and entry level graphics card market. That's where the majority of sales are. I mean, that's the reality.
Huh. I wonder. So you don't think they have anything on deck? You think if Nvidia just like slashed prices and came out with a new generation tomorrow, not that they would, AMD wouldn't have an ace in the hole. They would just be like, boned.
They'd still have their fan base that would buy no matter what. Christian Ramirez says, Jay, look, say haberdasher. I don't get it. Haberdasher. Did I just say something in another language that's like I'm gay or something like that? I don't know.
I think that probably triggered some people.
Oh, I just awoken the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, you just activated the sleeper agent.
All right, talk about something. It's your turn. Everyone says I talk too much.
Okay, so I got an email just now, this moment, from a company called Labito.
Turn off the Sony.
And it's in a weird, don't worry, it'll turn itself back on eventually. Here, let me push that little button. There we go. For some reason, that brings it back. Says, hello, I am Hathaway. How are you? Nice to write with you here. Do you like iPhone case? Would you mind do business with me? I am seller in Amazon. You can search our company name and brand name in Amazon. I need your help to advertise our company product in slick deals, forum, and blog. And this is all in a really weird font that I don't even have on my computer. It's like an image. It's also iPhone case. I hope you willing to cooperate. Have a nice day. All right.
Are we reading our funky Chinese seller emails on air now?
We
all right.
are.
Let me look some up here. I've got like a whole folder for this. I've got to go to my spam folder here for a second. Hold on.
Hold on. Here, I got one that just has characters for the name. Like, no. Oh, here, go ahead.
It's all in Chinese? No, I'm saying, go ahead for you.
Oh, it says, hi, how are you doing? We have brand new essential oil diffuser and looking for YouTube reviewers to review them through videos. Simple requirement. I like this. Simple requirement. Simply describe our brand info or attach the product link to YouTube video description. We look forward to sending you product for YouTube review. Sincerely, Howard.
I think it's always like some super American name with a very Asian last name.
Yeah. My name's John. Just drew a blank there.
So did they.
My name is John Doe. You review very happy product.
Oh, I think this is it right here. I think this might be one, you've probably gotten this one too. I'm gonna start the music back up. Yes, I've had music going for this segment. It's very befitting.
Very good.
Invitation for an honest review. That's always a good sign, right? Hope this message finds you well. Hi bracket, insert name, F name bracket. First of all, so they didn't even fill out the form.
The template didn't even populate. Nice.
We came across your reviews on YouTube, and we like to know if you will be interested in taking a look at our product and review it. We are blank. I'm not gonna say the name. A leading manufacturer is like mutilated in the spelling. manufacturer, manufacturer of modern ergonomic. They spelled ergonomic right. Ergonomic products. Our products are for the people of creative willing to step outside their box. We have been in market for more than 10 years. And our products designed with our customer in mind. That's good. You should always build products for your customers in mind.
Yeah.
Our goal is to, here it is. Our goal is to get more exposure through you and our products.
Seems legit.
That's all they want from me. We feel that letting reviewers like you share our thoughts. I haven't read this email because I deleted it instantly when it popped up earlier today. We feel that letting reviewers like you share our thoughts on our products would help everyone to get better know us. Are one of these people? Then let us know if you're interested in doing a review cooperation review on one of our products. We also have other monitor. I almost said where they were. They're a monitor stand company, by the way. If interested, please chat with us via our live chat between blah 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 and blah blah blah. You can also respond this mail for me more clarification.
Okay,
Nikki. Her name was Nikki.
Okay, so at least, okay, credit where credit's due. They make monitor stands, which is presumably something that you would review, like that you could review anyways. Okay, check this out. I get an email from Jenny She. So, just like you said, Jenny, first name, and then She for the last name.
And real quick, guys, we're not making fun of the Chinese, but you gotta understand, we wake up every morning to at least a dozen of these in our inbox because of the time difference. So we go through these every morning at the same time.
And realize that these are like bulk mails sent to just YouTubers that are big. They don't even they lie about watching their videos. Case in point, watch this.
Nick says you're all going to hell. Not our Nick, but someone in chat says you're all going to hell.
So the video starts with hi dear. Hi dear. Okay. Hi dear.
Ooh. Sorry.
We are some company name. I've watched your video.
Rap power.
I guess I shut up. Like Rap Power. I've watched your video. I love your style, and you are really marvelous. Smiley face. Okay, sorry, Sony. Here, boot back up. It says, now we have some, okay, you ready for this? Hair brushes. Okay, hold on. Now we have some hair brushes, such as hairbrush straightener and hair curler. I am inviting you to test and evaluate our products. I would really appreciate an honest review. Now, keep in mind, she said in the first sentence that she's watched my videos before, so obviously my tech channel would be great for hair brushes. If you would like one, just send a link. I will send to you. And I hope you make an exclusive exclusive YouTube video about our hairbrushes. And you put links above the folder. I'd be grateful. Above the folder, okay.
I gotta go when you're done.
These are some of our recent videos. You can watch them to see effects of our product. Now, mind you, the 3 videos they showed me are all women reviewing hairbrushes. I will give you short links when determined product. Please fill information below, and I send immediately. Best regards, Jenny She.
Wow. Guys, we're not hating. We're really not. It's just gotta understand, these are companies that want nothing more than from us to be their marketing department, and that's not what we are.
Yeah, and the thing is, you guys got to realize they're not watching the videos. We get the ones that I get that are like genuine, like, hey Jerry, I watched your video, this specific thing. Hey, I think you'd be great for this. Then I'm a little bit more respectful. But when it's this bulk email that's like, hello, bracket, insert username underscore username table SQL server and bracket.
Yeah, no, this one literally had like the code there where the form was blank, but it didn't have like a null input. So it just like put the piece of code in there where my name should be. All right, here's one. Are you ready?
Yep, go for it.
Greeting. I saw your great video reviews on YouTube. I would like to know if we can establish cooperationship. Cooperationship, that's a new one. Could you let me know? 1, your interesting products. First of all, I don't make any products. 2, lead time of your video review to go live. 3, are your review free? If paid, could you give me a discounted agent price so that we can have more opportunity? First of all, I've never paid for or charged for a review, so the answer is no to that. We need you to write out. Oh, here we go. Are you ready? Here come the demands.
Okay.
Let me restart the music here. Okay.
The demands are great on these, by the way.
We need you to write our product link in description so that the viewers who are interested in it can buy it directly. Can you do that? By far, we have self-inflating air mat, sleeping bag, hammock, trekking pole, DRSL camera pod. DRSL camera pod. Not a DSLR, DRSL. Camera pod, action cam, DRSL camera backpack, solar battery charger, camping tent, headlamp, memory foam bed pillow, F-R-O-A-M, monocular. What's a monocular? Is that like a one-eyed binocular?
The monocular?
Is that like do I have to like be on a ship and is the telescope out so I can be like land ho?
A monocle duct taped to a telescope is what I'm visualizing.
Monocular. Car vacuum cleaner. 3-socket cigarette charger. Car LED headlamp. Tire pressure monitoring intelligence system. It sounds like something I'd love to put on my car, right? From the reliability this is guaranteed to have. A car jump starter. A 9-in-1 rainproof dynamo handheld LED flashlight. You know this is copy paste, right?
Very.
Surge protector, wireless doorbell, and a lot more. Here are the product links, and then I link them. And at the end, awaiting your gracious reply. Best regards, Haley. Haley. Oh man.
I just got a really tricky. I have 2 comments that I'm going to read, and this one's actually a pretty good one. This is, what do you think about the DOJ Rule 41? Now, honestly, I didn't know what this was. So
Department of Justice?
Yeah. Well, okay. I know what DOJ is, but the Rule 41, I looked it up.
Department of J.
It's basically legislation that would allow any magistrate to issue a search and seizure warrant for things that are of a destination that's unknown or crossing boundaries. Is what I've read so far. So basically, like if you're in Kentucky and somebody hacks you from, some other state, like Michigan or something like that, they can issue a warrant across state lines to search and seizure that property.
Man, dude, ain't no law enforcement agency going to enforce this.
Here's the problem though, is he asked what I thought about it. Now I don't know. Keep in mind, I've just glazed over it. I haven't dug deep into how this can be abused, because I'm sure just like anything else, it can be abused. But one of the problems that I have right now is that the internet, it's really hard to act against criminals on the internet. Case in point, the guy that impersonated me and stole $50,000 worth of products from a bunch of companies. He actually, I had to go get my own personal investigator, get all the information, threaten him and his family, and ultimately almost file civil suit against him. I didn't, because we resolved things to some degree, but I had to do all that my own because my local law enforcement couldn't touch him because they were across state lines. The FBI wouldn't touch him because it wasn't a loss of $100,000 or more. And there's this big gray area where it's like people can just run rampant. Bot networks that are conducting DDoS attacks, you know, they can hide behind laws like this that prevent law enforcement from crossing over jurisdictions. So I don't necessarily disagree with the core idea of we need a way for law enforcement to act against people that are doing stuff like this. But again, I don't know enough about Rule 41 to say that it can't be abused, because I'm going to guess that the verbiage on it, because I haven't read the whole thing, the verbiage on it probably allows law enforcement to do search and seizure on innocent people and cross boundaries and all kinds of crap, which I wouldn't agree with normally. But I do agree with there needs to be some kind of law in place that allows any law enforcement to basically act across state lines when it involves something of an online nature like cyberbullying, attacking, hacking, stuff like that. What do you think, Jay?
Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, I'm not for or against it. I'm just saying that specifically when it comes to the topic of crime and fighting crime across jurisdictions, I'm
for there being a system in place to allow these agencies to intercommunicate when it comes to this. But the problem is, like you said, the stipulations are so high and the amount of damage that has to be done before anyone will get involved. Two, it's extremely hard to track these people down. I mean, you did all the legwork, and that's only because the company was willing to give you their information. Some of the companies that have come to me and been like, hey, we got this message about, and they'll like block out the name in the email, right? But they'll be like, did you write this to us? I'm like, no. Can you give me the email that sent that to you? Oh, no, we don't want to be liable for any blah, 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 so we're not going to share that with you. I'm like, really? You just told me someone's trying to defraud you, pretending to be me, but you won't tell me who did it, so I can't do anything about it. So a lot of these companies will take that route. The other thing is, too, if you do actually get them tracked down, if you tell your local law enforcement, they're gonna be like, you got to tell their law enforcement. So you call them and they're like, oh, okay, they'll give you a case number. They never do a damn thing about it. And then having all these laws in place aren't going to mean anything if the end user, aka the local police department, doesn't want to do their job or don't have the manpower to deal with what they consider a petty crime. So there's not much we can do about that. I got one more email I want to read.
Oh, go for it.
From our lovely Amazon sellers. Let me do one more.
You notice how like 90% of them are from Amazon sellers, though?
Look, I hate to be that guy, but if they're like, we have Amazon store, it's delete. I don't do it. I delete it.
Yeah, I'm not reviewing your damn hairbrushes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not your guy.
This one says, hello, I'm Denise, an Amazon seller. I just watch your video and find it your channels is highly fit our product, and I have subscribed. There is mutual benefit. Mutual benefit is bolded, by the way. Because we have the same audience. Really, if we had the same audience, you wouldn't be coming to me. Anyway, so you are just the creator we are eagerly looking for. That entire sentence was bolded. You are just the creator we're eagerly looking for. I am sincerely want to invite, this is all bold still. I am sincerely want to invite you, join us to have a long-term win-win partnership with us. Okay, now we're back to like normal font. I think you'll likely be interested in this incredible portable video projector. 1200 lumens with speakers, supports 1080p HDMI short throw Pico projector, compatible laptop PC USB T. Oh, there's no commas. These are different products. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm so
I thought that was all one product. Okay, 1200 lumens with speakers, supports 1080p HDMI. A short throw Pico projector, compatible laptop PC, USB TV, DVD player for home theater gaming. This star product is what we want to promote with effort. More detail. And then there's an Amazon link, which, by the way, does go to their affiliate. I thought that was a little bit sneaky.
Wait, they give you a link to their own affiliate?
Yeah, when I hover over it and inspect element, it takes me to their, because you can see their username for their Amazon like affiliate link. It's always like a name and a number, right?
Okay.
So there it is. You can also choose our 2 brands products on Amazon.
Okay.
And these names, I don't want to say them, but they're the most terrible product names you've ever heard of. We will send you the product for free if you need. Again, in bold and like larger font, it says, please tell us how much fee you want charge. Now we're back to normal font and says, we will make our ways of cooperation together. Looking forward to hearing from you. Please join us. Sincerely, Dave. Wait a minute. The email says, hi, I'm Denise, and then sincerely, Dave.
Sincerely, Dave. Wow. There's a lot of cut and pasting going on here.
That's what happens when someone else has to write these emails. Oh, my God.
I really hope that my cameras do. You know what? I'm going to try throwing a battery in it to see if that is the problem.
All right, I'm done. These hurt my head. Guys, we wake up to at least 20 of these every morning. Every morning.
Yeah. There's tons of them. And the thing is.
Hi, Xander.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going, big boy?
What?
He can't hear me say balls and stuff, right?
No, he can't. He's
okay.
He's completely, and here, I'm going to try to stick a battery in the back of this thing. You want to be in the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's a loose power cable. I bumped the power cable and it did it again. Here, come here, bud. All right, you want to come say hi to the internets? Oh.
What's English?
Yeah, there's the camera right there. Here, let me move it over. He likes to look at his picture on the screen, so I'm going to move it on the center screen.
God, narcissistic kid much, just like his dad.
Hey, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hey there.
Say hi, internet.
Hey there, internet.
He's going to think internet's a person.
He does actually think the internet's a Who's that?
Jay.
Is that Uncle Jay?
Yeah.
Say hi, Uncle Jay.
Sadu.
Jay.
Sadu.
Sadu.
Jay.
Hi.
Did you just do a mic check?
Yeah.
Or are you just having fun?
Yeah.
Hey, did your mama feed you some dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. he's just gonna make motions now and look at the camera. Hey, Xander, what do you think about Amazon sellers that send templated emails to daddy asking for reviews?
You know that.
Exactly. That's exactly what I hear when I read them.
I agree entirely. Hey, Xander, what's your favorite thing in the whole wide world?
Cars.
Everything.
Everything?
Oh, he loves the whole world. Yay.
Hey, which do you like better, Nerd Block or One Up Box?
Nerd Block and
man.
One Up Box.
Oh, wow, look at that. He's not even going to pick. Really? One isn't better than the other, huh?
Well, both of them are good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
Have I been good today?
You've been a good boy today.
Have a Nerd Block?
You want a Nerd Block?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can find a Nerd Block, you can
Except
have
for
it.
that car he stole.
Yeah, go find it.
You've been good today, except for that Grand Theft Auto.
What do you do?
Where's the Nerd Block?
I don't know where they're at. You have to find them. Go find
I'm pretty
one.
sure he carjacked somebody. He looks like a carjacker, okay? I'm just
Looks
saying.
a little bit like a carjacker. I'm not gonna lie. he is such a good kid though. Oh my gosh, you guys have like no idea how lucky I am to have him. Oh, hold on. Jose Ruiz said,
You guys don't know how unlucky he is, though.
Hey guys, love both your channels and talk. What about Cargo? I built my first PC and I'm addicted now. Okay.
No one knows you have cargasm.
He said, my only problem is when I play games, I get 5 to 25 frames per second. The only way to get back to 60 frames per second or more is to restart my PC a few times until it takes. Any ideas? Gigabyte motherboard, MSI 1070 Gaming X, Intel i7 6700K. Okay, so it's beast mode.
Do the best you can to get the latest BIOS on that Gigabyte motherboard. Anytime anyone tells me they have something weird happening with their system and it's a Gigabyte motherboard, it's literally like pray to God that they've got their shit straightened out in their latest BIOS, because Gigabyte makes an amazing piece of hardware. They just make shit BIOS.
Yeah,
So-
no, I agree. One thing I am going to tell you, though, is that sounds like when you have a diminishing issue like that where the frame rate keeps dropping, then you reboot and it goes away. Open up Task Manager and look at all of the processes that are running in the background and how much CPU they're using. And also open up something like MSI Afterburner and monitor the GPU use. Because you will sometimes have programs in the background that have a bug where they will just keep cumulatively consuming more and more
That's
CPU.
a hard word. Cumulatively.
But definitely monitor that, because it sounds like while you're playing the game, something in the background is basically consuming more and more and more resources until it's dead. And plus, that can be an issue with the driver. So make sure you're on the latest graphics drivers, of course. If you're running Windows 10, make sure you uninstall and put Windows 7 on there instead. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. But no, I would look for that before I investigated anything that was a hardware level of issue. It sounds to me like something in the background is just consuming a lot of stuff, and it's probably something you didn't even know was on the box. It's probably a copy of some game from the Windows Store or the Microsoft Calculator running in the background without your permission. Why is Calculator always running? Actually, Jay doesn't run Windows 10. If you're running Windows
I do
10,
on that box behind me, but I don't day-to-day that, so...
So if you're watching Tech Talk right now, open up Task Manager and go to the tab to show all processes and see if Calculator is running. I have never used the modern app Calculator in Windows 10 in my life, and yet it is always running in the background.
It doesn't do it in Windows 8?
I don't think it does in Windows 8. Just Windows 10, for some damn reason, it is always running. Always.
We only got 5 minutes left, and that's good because I am starving. I am a fat white guy who needs to eat.
You know what's funny? I haven't eaten today. I've had a coffee. That's all I've had today. I haven't consumed any
I
food.
had a coffee today, but guess what? It wasn't a macchiato, and it wasn't even iced.
Whoa.
What the fudge?
You're slipping.
Oh my God, shut the front door.
What did you do?
I had a peppermint mocha. I'm serious, I did. Let's see. Do I have?
Oh, hold on. We got some clarification on the question. He said for the DOJ ruling. He said, I was referring to the part where they say anyone who uses a VPN will be considered guilty and can legally hack you. What?
Clarify? Wait. Now what now?
Can legally hack you. Those seem. I don't know if his wording was quite right on. He said I was referring to the part where they say anyone who uses a VPN will be considered guilty and can legally hack you. I don't think he meant that they can legally hack you. I mean that he's saying that if you use a VPN, you're considered guilty under the new ruling because you're basically trying to obfuscate your location. Oh, if that's the case, I'm 100% against that. I think that's crap.
They're trying to turn VPNs into like a guilty by association type of thing.
What it's looking like. I'll look into it more and try to get you a better answer than that. Sorry, I can't get it to you on stream, but no. If that's the truth, I'm gonna call total crap on that because VPNs aren't just used to stay anonymous; they're used to actually protect people.
Yeah.
So they're not just used for nefarious reasons.
We don't use it. We don't use our VPNs to hide from like official services. We use it to hide from you guys.
Yeah, from you guys trying to harvest our kidneys and stuff. And no, but seriously, that's crap because
Xander be creeping back there.
Is he? What's he doing? What are you doing?
He was like popping his head over your shoulder. It was really funny.
You need help finding a nerd block? I haven't done a nerd block video in a really long time. You know what I should do is just set up the camera and just let Xander unblocks a nerd block and just don't even just give him a knife, like a really sharp knife, and just let him have at.
We own a gun, so we must be a murderer, says Jinky Elite.
Ooh.
He's got a point.
I'm going to have to look into that ruling, because if they make VPNs illegal, doesn't that mean all the VPN providers basically in the United States would have to shut down because they would be providing an illegal service? Or would the VPN providers just be required to log the true origin of everything and give it up to the DOJ if they ask for it?
I don't know, but lately big services have been able to determine if you're on a VPN anyway, so VPNs are starting to lose a lot of their incentive.
Sorry.
No, like you and I've talked about this offline, that a lot of services can now detect when you're on a VPN, and you're like, we see that you're on a VPN, so they don't provide service anymore.
Yeah, like Netflix,
right.
Hulu, all the major live streamers now don't do it because people were using VPNs to basically get around blockouts and blackouts on certain programming.
Right.
So yeah, so I guess it's
and geolocation. So.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think it's okay for a company independently to say, okay, I don't want traffic coming from this place because a lot of DDoS attacks come from here or something like that. It's okay for them to make that ruling, but should it be illegal? Hell no. It shouldn't be illegal to use a VPN. It shouldn't be illegal to mask your online identity because that let's see, what is it? Oh, this guy.
That bod's a bitch is what it is.
I need to buy on this guy. Oh, I don't have Bannon powers anymore. Did you take my Bannon powers away?
I never touch anything. YouTube keeps changing everything.
Whatever. It does. We'll just let him slide.
We'll tar and feather him next week.
Hey, Kyle asked what mic we're using because we're both using similar mics this week, aren't we?
Well, I'm using the Audio Technica AT2035, and you're using the AT2050?
2050.
Yeah. See, he had the 2020, and then I got the 2035, and he was like, "Oh, what up, Jay? Got the 2050."
The only difference between the 2020, the 35, and the 50 are the number of pickup patterns on them. That's it. I think they all have the same exact internals as far as the what is it, the cardioid or whatever it is.
Something like that. Yeah.
So what was you saying?
I'm not sure. I don't have a compressor on my thingy, so I can't yell into this right now, or all the headphone users will simultaneously explode their heads.
I'm going to show you guys the difference between compressor and no compressor. See, so this is without a compressor. So hey, what's going on? 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 Then I turn up the compressor. This is why compressors are awesome. And I can be like, what's going on? 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 I love compressors. Compressors are awesome.
Yeah, if only your Yamaha driver wouldn't keep foobarring itself.
Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. For some reason, if it's at 48 kilohertz, what it does is it slowly starts losing timing. And I think that's a driver bug. I need to send that to Yamaha and see if they can fix it. But at 41, it's fine. And honestly, I can't tell the difference.
Jay sounds better. Guys, I sound better because I'm native. The computer is streaming a live pickup. Jerry's coming over the internet. It's like the amount of people that are like, why does Jerry's camera suck compared to Jay's? Guys, he's being captured.
I'm capturing my data, sending it through Discord and Skype on 2 different lanes to Jay through his illegal VPN. And then he has to reconfigure it and re-encode it on his side and send it to you guys. So that's why.
It's compressed as hell.
And I can't host Tech Talk on my channel because I don't have fan funding anymore. But guess what?
You could.
Actually, I can now because we're doing the PayPal thing. But actually, my fan funding is going to come back January 1st because I'm leaving Fullscreen. Again, because... actually, hey, credit where credit's due, though. The Fullscreen CEO did contact me directly, and when I told him the problems that I was having, he actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'll do whatever it takes to make this, make this good." Because he's like, I don't like what happened in your situation.
But ultimately, they couldn't make it good, which is why you're leaving.
They couldn't make it go. So yeah, and the weird thing was they actually offered a managed channel. They said, "Hey, we'll make you a managed channel if you stick around." And I was like, "Wait a second, I've been told by my handler that you guys don't do managed channels." And then he's like, "Oh, let me check on that and get back to you." And I'm like, "But you're the CEO, shouldn't you know that?" Like, it was a little weird, but I
guess what else I found out. They do a paper check and don't have to go through PayPal.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Is that what you're doing now, or?
I'll talk to you about it offline. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because that's crap. You got to if you do anything on YouTube and in the form of a business, stay away from PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
PayPal is the worst thing ever because PayPal literally reports every dollar that comes in as income to the IRS, even if it's income that you've already paid tax on before it went into the PayPal account. Like the IRS literally does not have a mechanism.
Skype doesn't decompress audio. Bullshit, Mark.
It's the most compressed. Yeah, no, massively.
Bullshit.
It even makes it mono. It even pulls the stereo channel and down mixes it. Well, we are at 6:30, and you know what? I think our new donation ruling worked great.
Yeah, it worked good. We only got a couple donations, which is perfectly fine.
Yep. We got a couple questions in, and we didn't flood the whole show with just reading people's comments. So I think that TikTok is back, baby.
All right, well, let's go ahead and end it. I'm going to roll the outro. We'll talk for a second offline, and I'll tell you what a punk you are. Where the hell is my streaming to? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's the outro. It's going now.
Sarcasm, go subscribe. I have 10,000 followers on there. Subscribe so you can come on, do it.
Sarcasm is the stupidest name for any channel that's ever been invented. Boom, I said.